Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
Everyone, let's give a warm welcome to both sides.
Bosnia-Herzegovina braced for their anthem. Well, that was impressive. Match that.
Here's how the hosts line up.
Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
We're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Edin Dzeko. He's a real handful up front, Peter, and not just because of his height and that physical presence. He's got excellent awareness and technique, and that allows him to bring others into the game. He's a very powerful finisher too, so he'll be giving defenders a real dilemma about whether to close him down or not. I would advise the former.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's a fine challenge. James. Johnson carries the ball down the right. Spread out to the left. Proves too strong. Hajradinovic. They are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Krunic. And it's played forward. And the keeper has it. Johnson. Bicakcic.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Aim forwards. Out to the left it goes. Out of play for a throw. Johnson. Moore. Brennan Johnson. And it's lofted through here.
Johnson, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's hoisted clear. Takes a shot! Mepham gets it away. He's in a great position. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Goal! After 33 minutes is number 14.
Bosnia and Herzegovina have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Krunic. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Mepham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Dzeko. Dzeko gently done. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Moore.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a
James.
1 minute of
James! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Message for Jay Cheetham. Hello, Jay. Celebrating your birthday. Happy birthday, Jay, from all of your friends.
And the action is back underway.
Wales really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
James. And here's Johnson. Johnson providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, what a climb! Oh, taken with style. Wales back on level terms. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 51 minutes is number 13.
Has certainly made things interesting.
There's been a genuine flow to this game so far, but that might mark a major shift in momentum now.
Kolasinac. He's on it, can he get away? Over to the left. Well-timed, excellent interception. Kolasinac, now here's the delivery. Oh, they can break here. Played out to the right. Moore shoots! Goal, Wales! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up
After
beautifully.
59 minutes is number 13.
Wales take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Please contact the nearest security guard. Thank you.
Does really well to win the ball there. And trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they've been over-generous up to this point, I would say, so that had to happen.
Hajradinovic looks to the other side. Great defending, strong and determined.
Bosnia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, takes a shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, the keeper was thinking about his angles, and Loft just took him out of the equation. Elementary.
And he's done it. It's a goal thanks to, after 68 minutes is number 8, Harry Wilson.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But
Dzeko with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
And the substitutes are number 25.
Williams.
Replaced by number 7.
Wilson,
David Brooks.
can he
Can
get
we
onto
please make
this?
some noise for our substitutes?
That has been knocked clear. James. Krunic. Spread out to the left. That'll be a throw. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Coming onto
This
the pitch.
defence is wary about opposition
Number
pace.
22.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
That has been cut short. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. Wales making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Williams
He's going to be disappointed with that.
to be replaced by number 14.
Moved on forwards.
Connor
Krunic.
Roberts.
Krunic. Has found him in acres of space. It's gone for a throw-in. Krunic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, Red, nice interception.
There will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
Played towards the other side. Davis makes the interception. And the referee brings it to a close. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.